I'm going to share something. Growing up is weird because nobody really tells you when your life starts changing. One day you are laughing with your friends, thinking about completely random things, and suddenly you are thinking about your future, your career, your money, your relationship, and whether you are actually becoming the person you wanted to be. And the weirdest part, you don't even know when it everyone seems ahead. Sometimes I open Instagram and it feels like everyone has their life figured out. Someone is traveling, someone is making money, someone is building a business. Someone looks like they wake up every morning knowing exactly what they are doing, and then there's you sitting in your room wondering what you are even supposed to do with your life. But here's something we forget. We are comparing our behind the scenes to everyone else's highlights. You don't see their confusions, you don't see their bad days, you don't see the things you are insecure about. You only see what they decided to post. And honestly, sometimes the person you are comparing yourself to is probably comparing themselves to someone else, to your old self. And sometimes the hardest person to let go of is the person you used to be. You look at old photos, old messages, old videos, and you realize you don't think the same way anymore. Things that used to make you happy don't hit the same way. Things you once cared about suddenly you don't matter about that much. And honestly, that can feel weird because nobody prepare yourself. The fact you're growing doesn't always feel like becoming someone new. Someone it feels like saying goodbye to that part of your life. But maybe that's okay. You are not supposed to stay the same forever. You are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to discover your new interests. You are allowed to become quieter, louder, more confident, more curious, whatever feels like. And maybe you are also scared because you don't have everything figured out. Everyone keeps asking, what do you want to become? And you are expected to have an answer. But what if you don't? What if you are still experimenting? What if you change your mind 5 times? I think that's okay. You don't need to have your entire life planned out. You're allowed to try things. You're allowed to fail. You're allowed to change your mind because you are literally building a life you have never lived before. Of course, you don't have the pressure to be productive, and then others this weird pressure to always to improving. Wake up early, read more, study more, work out, build something, learn a skill, start a business, and suddenly even relaxing feels like you are wasting your time. But you are a human being, not a machine. You don't have to turn every hobby into a side hustle. You don't have to make every day productive. Sometimes doing nothing for a while is exactly what you need. Rest isn't failing. Then there are those random things. Your room is quiet, your phone is in your hand, everyone else seems busy living their life, and for some reason you start thinking about everything. The person you used to be, the person you want to become, the things you haven't done yet, the conversation you wish went differently, the choices you are not sure about. And maybe those moments aren't actually bad. Maybe there are reminders that you are still figuring yourself out and you don't always need an answer. Sometimes you just need to sit with that question. You are not behind. So, if you are watching this and you feel behind, I want you to remember something. You are not alone. You don't have to make everything figured out right now. Doesn't have to look, your life doesn't have to look impressive. And you don't need to become someone else just because everyone around seems moving faster. Your journey is allowed to look different. Maybe right now you are learning. Maybe right now you are experimenting. Maybe right now you are starting over. Maybe you are just trying to understand yourself, and that's still progress. I think growing up isn't really about suddenly becoming this perfect version of yourself. It's much quieter than that. It's realizing what matters to you, letting go of what doesn't, trying new things, making mistakes, changing your mind, and slowly becoming someone you are proud to be. So don't rush yourself. Keep learning, keep creating, keep trying, keep becoming. Because maybe the life you are waiting for is already being built by the small decisions you are making today. And maybe one day you will look back at this version of yourself and relax. Damn, I was actually becoming who I wanted to be. If this video felt a little too relative, you already know you are not alone. And if you are figuring life out too, subscribe. This is my space where I create, learn, experiment, and figure things out along the way. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.